is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Strong opening. Welcome to DBL. It's Tuesday, January 12th. I'm Tori here with Jeff and Brandon. And Lindsay is joining us from home. Good to see you, Lindsay.
Happy birthday, Tori. Let's start with that.
What?
Well, we were supposed to surprise her at another block. Way to just go ahead and jump the show, Lindsay. But happy birthday.
Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with 2 happy birthdays. The whole day, the whole week, actually all of January should be your celebration.
Okay.
That's what I did in December.
All of January. So I turned 39. Super proud of it. It's a privilege. I'm honored to be 39.
I was about to card you this morning.
That's right,
What?
right? Huh? Anything?
Jeff, anything nice?
I had a happy birthday celebration planned in the D block, if you guys want to know.
Oh, stick around.
Stick around. Stick around. I'm going to say happy birthday to Tori.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we did want to start off today with what's probably all on your minds. What is happening to some of the people who we've all seen in the pictures from the riots at the Capitol last week? It turns out they're not getting away with it. First up, let's look at Lectern Guy, the guy who looked kind of like Chip Gaines, who's in this photo carrying Speaker Nancy Pelosi's own lectern. He's now facing several charges, including theft of government property, and was released on a $25,000 bail. Just so you guys know, he is up for decades in prison. This is the zip tie guy, one you may have seen carrying zip tie restraints in the Senate chamber. He was charged yesterday with 2 felonies. Another man seen carrying zip ties is reportedly a retired Air Force lieutenant colonel. He was also arrested after his ex-wife called the FBI to ID him. Whew. Then there's Fur Guy, okay? This is different than Horn Guy. Fur Guy, who you may have seen in his furry outfit roaming the Capitol. Turns out he's the son of a Brooklyn Supreme Court judge. And he was just arrested by federal agents today for allegedly stealing a police riot shield and a bulletproof vest. Let's talk about the Horn Guy. We all know about him. He wore a Viking-inspired costume. He's also been arrested and is in custody, but his mom is extremely worried about him because he hasn't eaten in 3 days. Here's what she told local news crews. Take a look at this, guys.
He needs to eat organic. He has not eaten, and he needs to eat. He hasn't eaten since Friday. And he gets very sick if he doesn't eat organic food. Literally, he'll get physically sick.
Finally, you may have seen some videos like this next one that are trending on social media showing some of the rioters at airports reacting to being told they're on the no-fly list. Take this one, for example.
I love every single one of you, but this is what they do to us. They kicked me off the plane. They called me a terrorist.
So the question should be, what should happen to these people who stormed the Capitol? And are you worried this could happen again during the inauguration? Lindsay, I'm going to pass it off to you first. What's it like seeing these guys sort of break down and we thought maybe they're the snowflakes?
This was the funniest moment of my day yesterday, watching these videos, honestly, because these people broke the law. I mean, they put our leaders of our country in danger, and not only just in danger because they had zip ties and guns. You know, Representative Jayapal has COVID, and a lot of members, you have to think about, people were crowded together and hiding under desks. Like, they forced people to be in close proximity, and now they put people's lives at risk that actually have to make decisions for our country in the coming months. So everybody that was there should deserve to get the punishment that they get, and I really appreciate that one ex-wife that reported her ex-husband, because, I mean, to do that is extreme, but these people are insane. And so I think we want to label them as such and get them in jail.
I agree. There's also a daughter that has ID'd her mother and father, both parents who have now been arrested. Brandon, you were nodding your head along with, you agree with Lindsay that these people should be prosecuted and the ex-wife did well?
Yeah, but I'm not focused on these people because I'm Jeff, and we watch we talk about mob documentaries and stuff all the time. These guys were just pawns. These guys were low level. I want to know who was complicit on a higher level, because we have Ohio PD or different law enforcement agencies across the world, across the nation, looking at these videos, seeing if some of their own police officers were involved, and we had former military personnel in these storming the Capitol as well. So while these are the low-level guys that we can have nicknames to, the Horn Guy and all, I want to know who were the power players that were involved, because this is dangerous.
Yeah.
This is beyond dangerous.
Yeah, that could be a conspiracy. It could be true. Yeah. I don't know what's what. But for right now, we do know that they got involved in some sort of mob mentality, stormed the building. Whether there were plans beforehand or not, I don't know.
Yep.
What I do know is that they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. They should be made an example of to deter anybody from having this happen, whether it be tomorrow or in the future, the inauguration or any time. This can't happen. This is our country, and we need to restore some sort of order.
Yeah, and I completely agree. And just so you know, the zip ties and the gallows that were built indicated to some, and again, this is speculation at this point, that they were trying to either hang Mike Pence or get him to be hanged or take hostages, including Nancy Pelosi. That's what we're hearing is, again, rumors and speculation, but they were serious. There was pipe bombs, there was pistols. It was a big deal. So glad to
since they're so adamant of going back to 1776, why not the punishment fit treasonous behavior in 1776?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that, Brandon. So what would you do in this situation? A person you've supported for years, maybe you're the ex-wife of this FBI guy, offers you a very prestigious award, but you take it, right? What if that person is now accused of inciting a riot? Well, that's the situation Patriots head coach Bill Belichick faced. He has announced that he's actually going to turn it down. And what we're talking about is the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He said last week's riots were the reason why. Belichick and President Trump's friendship definitely goes back years. And he's even wrote a letter of support for him in 2016. Belichick is a polarizing character. You either love Bill Belichick or you don't. Brandon, ex-NFL player, what do you think of this decision? It was a big choice to say, I don't want the highest award given to a civilian at all.
I thought about Jeff Schroeder when I heard about this, because Jeff's been a lot of people, the climate right now in America is pretty tense right now. But then I think about football. Jeff used to play as well, and I think about what the locker room represents. It represents this country, because in the football locker room you have people coming from all different types of walks of life, but on that Sunday, on that game day, it's all about putting yourself behind the team. It's all about the team. So when you think about this and everything that the NFL trying to clean up its image when it comes to social injustices and equality, I think this was beyond great by Bill Belichick to step back and remove himself from this, because what do we learn? Life, accountability lessons, and unity.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Belichick doesn't need another award, right? Even though this is maybe the highest honor you could achieve, right? He's achieved a lot in his life. And I think right now, I can't speak for Bill Belichick, but he's got a locker room to lead, right? He's got a team to lead and an organization to lead. And for me, you lead by example, not what you write on Twitter, not what you accept from the president. So I believe he's doing the right thing for what his job is. He's not that guy to be in the spotlight or anything like that, and I don't want to speak for him. My question is to pose another point of view to you guys. So if that's wrong and you're not accepting this from Donald Trump, are you returning your Oscar that Harvey Weinstein won you, and so on and so forth, with Grammys and other Oscar and other awards like that? Are Good Will Hunting guys do they no longer have their Oscar?
Very interesting point to bring that up. Lindsay, what do you think? And do you think if Belichick went, he would be endorsing Trump by doing so? But great point by Jeff. What do you think about that?
I think we have to look at what's gone on in the NFL over the last few years. And so I think they're trying to avoid being polarizing. I think they're trying to toe the line with supporting social justice. You see their constant commercials talking about it, and on the back of players' helmets, writing Black Lives Matter. And so in many ways, what happened at the Capitol, in comparison to the Black Lives Matter movement, is very problematic, just based on the way that people were treated and how it was even allowed to happen. And so having Bill Belichick go up there in the middle of a season when, like Jeff said, he has tons of players that are majority black, looking at him as a leader, I don't think that that would be the best move for somebody, or for the NFL at this point, who's made so many mistakes in the past.
Can I just go around the horn, and Jeff can make fun of me for saying that, because I always do, but it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. Were you very surprised? I would admit, I'm not a huge football person, but I know the Patriots, Tom Brady went to Michigan. I know Belichick, my sister's a huge Patriots fan. I was super surprised because he's very loyal to Trump and has always been. Were you surprised, Jeff, that he said no?
I can't speak for Bill Belichick, to be honest with you. Yeah.
What do you think, Brandon?
No, I wasn't. I was surprised when Lou Holtz received the honor and said that Donald Trump was the greatest president of his lifetime.
So you thought this was okay. Lindsay, were you surprised Belichick said no?
I was surprised because he stood pretty firm in his friendship and support for Trump, but I think that even this crossed the line for people that supported or even voted for Trump a couple of months ago, knowing that he was complicit in what happened to many people over, the things that he said and done that led to people storming the Capitol. I think that choosing to accept that honor right now is so heavy that it would have caused problems for him and the entire league.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It's interesting. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a Belichick fan, Rob, our camera guy, is not. Lindsay, stick around. Coming up on DBL, our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, is telling us how the pandemic is impacting seasonal influenza numbers this year. That's the flu, if you didn't know. And are you sticking to your New Year's resolutions, like getting fit, or have you already thrown in the towel? Why it's easier said than done for many of us, but we have solutions. Coming up next. This question makes me laugh. Welcome back, first off, to DBL. Have you stuck with your New Year's resolution? If you've already failed, we're 12 days in, you're not alone. So get this, January 12th, my birthday, is the day most people decide to quit. So sad.
Sounds fitting.
Well, all right, Brandon, whether the resolution was getting more exercise or trying a new hobby, according to the New York Post, 80% of people can't make it past the first 12 days of January. 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's goal. Keep in mind, new habits are hard to form. It's best to start with small changes and continue to build on them one day at a time. It's tough to stick to something in just 12 days. I have a theory on this, just so you guys know. 2021 most common resolutions: exercise, self-improvement, save money, spend more time with family, find love. Don't have one.
Ooh.
What do you guys think, Brandon, first off, of resolutions, quitting, but also finding something small to do? I think this is the key.
Look, this makes sense because a lot of people lack discipline. Let's be honest. You're the same person December 31st as you are January the 1st. It really doesn't matter. I think all the brouhaha and the nonsense, that hype that comes with the New Year's, is just because it's like, hey, look, everybody, we're out of 2019, we're going into 2020. But in terms of these things that you've just listed, it takes a lot of discipline and consistency to push through when it comes to that. And a lot of people just lack it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people think, unfortunately, that their life's going to change because it's a new year.
Yeah.
Right? And that's hopeful thinking. I don't want to discourage that at all.
No.
But it's not who you are. It's discipline throughout the year, you know? So I've learned a long time ago to make goals, and it's changed my life, and nobody wants to hear anything like this anymore. They're sick of the positivity. So
No, we're not.
Are they?
Well, everyone's tired of it. You know what I mean? You say something positive, you get shot down. Look at you, Mr. Perfect. Here come the Pistons. There they go. You know what I mean? So listen, I don't know. If you want to be a quitter, be a quitter. I'm done with the positive speech
Is
over here.
Pistons like from a car?
No, this
You know,
on
like the
keyboard.
greasy pistons on the keyboard? They're like, brrrr.
I've never heard of the Pistons.
Just so many people in this day and age are so quick to point the finger of why something's not working for them, instead of looking in the mirror and just saying, I did this wrong. I screwed up. I need to change a little bit of my life. So start your goals small. I don't care if it's like, go for a walk one day this week. You know? And then you get some sort of accomplishment and you build on there.
Yes,
right?
and in Buddhism, that's supposed to have, like, make a good cup of tea, get a good bathrobe after a shower and put it on and rest for 2 minutes. That's self-improvement. It doesn't have to be big, Linz. What about you? Are you doing little things?
Let me tell you guys, 2020, last year, was the first year I didn't make like a list of resolutions. My sister and I have like 20 and try to really go hard to accomplish them. And I'm so happy because it was such a disaster last year that, you know, things just happened that were good, things happened that were bad, but things just happened. And so this year I followed that same mantra. I'm just gonna show up every day, do my best, and like, I'm just happy we made it through last year and I'm healthy and that's it. So like, I have no resolution besides to keep going.
Wait, be nicer to Brandon wasn't on the list? Oh, okay.
Ouch.
That happened naturally, Brandon. I'm just that nice.
Yeah, right. Coming up on DBL, our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, is tackling the latest COVID headlines that impact on the flu season. We're going to hear about that. Just don't go away. Welcome back to DBL. When it comes to questions and concerns about COVID-19, we have got you covered with facts, answers, and information. Remember this, no panic, just facts. Wow, it feels like a lifetime ago. Dr. Kohli is here. We love seeing her. Doc, as the pandemic rages on, seasonal flu hasn't gotten much attention. So how has COVID-19 affected flu season?
So, Tori, I'll get to that in a minute, but I wanted to start just by wishing you happy birthday, and I can't wait to give you a hug once we're both vaccinated.
Stop. Thank you. You too.
So let's talk about the flu season because it's really tricky this year. So what are the top symptoms of coronavirus? It's fevers, chills, muscle aches, and cough. And what are the top symptoms of the flu? Fever, chills, muscle aches, and cough. So the normal metric that we use to track the flu activity, which is something called ILI, or influenza-like illness, really becomes a lot less reliable this year because it just is really based on these symptoms and people presenting to outpatient facilities with these symptoms. But the good news is if you look at the map of ILI this year, it looks dramatically lower than it has in previous years. In fact, last week was only 1.6% nationally, so it's all green.
Wow.
And I really wish that the coronavirus map would look like this. Yeah. And if you look at the number of laboratory specimens that are checked, only 0.1% are coming back positive for flu. And since October, we've only had 118 people in the hospital with flu. So all really great signs that we're making a huge impact on the flu.
It's those masks and the hand washing, I'm saying as a doctor.
Absolutely.
All right, Doc, I'm going to...
People are full of germs.
Absolutely. Listen, Doc, the term herd immunity comes up a lot, or at least it did at the beginning of COVID. Could you refresh us and tell us what that is again?
Yeah, let's talk about that, Jeff. This is a really important concept. So that means by being part of a herd, you can get immune, even if you yourself don't have immunity. So let's take the four of us, you, Tori, me, and Brandon. And out of the four of us, let's say three of us get vaccinated or have immunity so that we can no longer catch the virus. And here's the key part, no longer spread it to others. You will be protected just by hanging out with us. Because we can't bring the virus to you. Exactly right. So we've slowed down the spread of the virus, even though you yourself don't have antibodies against the virus.
Is that the same if all three of us had it and already passed it through our system? Is that the same thing as having the vaccine?
Great question. Yes, with two caveats. Number one, assuming you made antibodies, and number two, assuming that you still can't transmit the virus to others. So that's the part that's really important to keep in mind. So you can't catch it and you can't spread it in order for herd immunity to work.
Smart. Smart.
All right, well, I have a scenario for you then, Doc. Let's say I get the vaccine. It'll help with the achieve herd immunity, right? But is that because I'm protected, or is it because the people around me are protected now that I have the vaccine?
Yeah, so let me explain that a little more. So with this vaccine, we don't yet know whether the vaccine actually helps us to achieve herd immunity. Because remember I said those two requirements. You can't catch it and you can't spread it. We know the vaccine protects you from catching it, but we don't yet know whether it protects you from spreading it. So in other words, if I got vaccinated, I know that I'm protected from getting very sick, but I could still be transmitting the virus to other people. And this is really important because the implications are dramatic, because it affects whether we're still going to have to wear masks around people who don't get the vaccine or can't get the vaccine. It also affects whether or not we will achieve herd immunity, and this is just an unanswered question at this point.
It's kind of like a battery, right? You need the positive end and the negative end to make a battery work, and you got to not spread it and not have it. Did that work for anyone? No.
I'm just thinking of
It's a hard no.
Energizer Bunny right now.
Sort of.
It's a hard no and a really nice try by Dr. Coley. Thank you so much, Doc. We learned a lot.
My pleasure,
It's
Tori.
good to see you.
Happy
Always.
to see you guys.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
welcome back to DBL. I'm nervous because Jeff has something. I'm nervous.
You don't see the big figure in the screen over there. Tori, happy birthday.
Thank
First
you.
of all. What a great actress. What a great actress.
What is this?
We wanted to say happy birthday to
Thank you.
We have a birthday camel. No, we don't.
We don't.
We have a montage. That's a throwback for me and Tori. We do have a Tori montage that we'd like to play.
No way.
Let's roll.
No way. I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, we're going to skip you, Tori, and start with Jeff, okay, because you're late.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, February 3rd.
Why did you say it like
I was
that?
doing it different. Hey, what's going on, Danny?
I'm Bane. You feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so the judge can hear how really awful was this, how terrible was. Is that a moth in the?
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
no! Everyone, be careful. What's the cutest season?
Fall.
Autumn. Every time I interrupt someone, I have to do 3 push-ups.
I don't feel
let's
good
see.
about this.
Wait.
Yeah.
Not on your knees, a
Not
real
on your
one.
knees.
Do a real one.
Arms length.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Can you still do 3 push-ups?
I could do 1. It's
Okay.
really good to be here, and I'm honored to talk to you all every day. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.